Good afternoon, everyone. I am Janelle Reyes from Poblacion, Bienvenido Bohol. Good afternoon, learners. How are you this afternoon? Great. Now, you will be grouped into two. Each group will play the game charades. One student pick a piece of paper in the box and will act whatever he picks. Other members of the group will guess the act. So that will be our activity this afternoon. These are the words found inside the box. Great! Your activity was such fun to watch. You are really good learners. You did your job. Great. Now, when we talk about communication, there is verbal and non-verbal communication. So first, learners, we have, very good, verbal communication. The other one, very good, non-verbal communication. Now, what do you mean by verbal communication? Anyone? Sandra? Very good. Verbal communication, an interaction in the use of words. We use verbal communication to inform, classify misunderstanding. Can also be used as a tool of persuasion and creates opportunity for debate. Another examples of the definition. Yes, very good. Now let's move on to non-verbal communication. What is the definition? Your own definition. Very good. An interaction without the use of words. Our actions and behavior can be used instead. So that is the meaning of non-verbal communication. It includes body languages such as gestures, facial expressions, eye contact, and posture. Now, in the verbal communication, can you give me an example? Yes, we have public communication. In your own understanding, learners, what do you mean by public communication? Very good. Happens when individuals or groups engage in dialogue in the public sphere in order to deliver a message to a specific audience. Great. Now, another one. Oral communication. Your own understanding about this one. Oral communication, what is that? Very good. It implies communication through mouth. That is the meaning of oral communication. Another one. Yes, interpersonal. What is the meaning of interpersonal? Ira. Very good. Interpersonal, a social skill or any competence facilitating interaction and communicating with others. That's the meaning of interpersonal. Your thoughts about this definition and terms? Ira? Very good. Now let's move on to intrapersonal. What is the meaning of intrapersonal? Great. Intrapersonal, it exchanges information between two or more people in the communication process. That's the meaning of intrapersonal. Your thoughts and your words, Andrew. Very good. Now, let's give an example of all of these verbal communication. In the public communication, what can you give us an example? Shane? Yes, very good. Another one for oral communication example. Anthony? Very good. Then interpersonal. Can you give me an example? Very good. Now, for intrapersonal, give me an example of intrapersonal. Sandra. Very good. Now, let's move on to the nonverbal communication. So first, we have examples like gestures. What do you mean by gestures? The movements of your hands and your another one, posture. What do you mean by posture? Okay, very good. Another examples we have tone of voice. What do you mean by tone of voice? Andrew. Great. Another examples we have eye contact. What do you mean by eye contact? Very good. What do you mean by body language? Leonisa. Great. Now the last one, we have facial expressions. Amanda, what do you mean by this? Very good. So all of you did a great job. Let's give ourselves a big round of applause. You are already very, very good in the communication process. So we have verbal and non-verbal communication. So in the communication process, it is very important that you know these terms so that you won't be displaced in communicating with someone, especially in the non-verbal communication where you are going to use the sign language as part of the communication process. And so with the verbal communication. What is the difference between verbal and non-verbal communication? Ira, very good. Give an example of verbal and non-verbal communication. Amanda, very good. Now, you will be grouped into two. Each group will prepare a short role play of their choice. Verbal and non-verbal communication should be seen in the presentation. Get ready now. Wow, that was an outstanding performance of your role play. Let's give ourselves a big round of applause. Write your answer in a 1/4 sheet of paper and answer the following questions. Okay? Am I understood, learners? Pass your papers. Your assignment. Search for the nonverbal clues that are used in the communication. Study in advance our next topic. Good afternoon, learners. Goodbye.